Alrighty, everyone. Happy Sunday, and welcome back to WIldemount. So, when we last left our party there, they had just had an eventful morning in Bysaes Tyl. They engaged in some shopping, placed and picked up some special orders from various merchants, and tied up some loose ends with the starosta, Uther Prent. With the starosta pleased at the group's success in retrieving his figurine, he offered a new opportunity to clear an area close to Bysaes Tyl where the influence of a dark cult had been growing. The group accepted and gleaned some information from a former member of the cult. Now, with the Bysaes Tyl morning well underway and more opportunities having availed themselves, the group ponders their next moves. So with that very short recap said, adventurers, what would you like to do?
Well, I don't know if we want me to do it first, but I am, Zakkid is hanging out in the library, out front of the library.
Okay.
Just ready to go about his business, and I know some others have loose ends to tie up as well.
All right. So Zakkid, you're hanging outside the library there in the upper areas of Bysaes Tyl, known as the Halia. Does anyone else have interest in going to the library? Or is it just going to be Zakkid here?
It'll just be Zakkid.
Rok would be interested in going to the library.
Okay.
Great.
All right, let's get your token over there, Rok. All right, Rok. So yeah, you follow in Zakkid's wake there, taking your first trip yourself up to this upper area of Bysaes Tyl, looking down upon the city from these rope bridges, looking at the elaborately carved and styled tree houses, spires that are spiraling up to the sky. Very impressive. And you guys make your way into what was identified for you as the library. I will certainly unpause the game there. And we are just going to get some tokens on the screen here. Be a Rok and a Zakkid. Okay, guys. So as you two make your way in under the bowed archway, and you peer into the stacks of books here before you in the Bysaes Tyl library. Quiet in this little secluded area, but it's actually kind of simpler compared to some of the buildings you've seen in this area, especially the temple that you had just been to, Zakkid, up here. Various tables laid out, chairs. There's a young person over here, just kind of quietly perusing some books. And you kind of notice in between the rows of the stacks a larger figure kind of going about some business here on the other side. A warm fire crackles in the fireplace on the far end. The smell of old books hits you immediately. And yeah, the library is free for you to explore.
Rok is just going to sit and he's going to get out his scroll of disguise self. He wants to start copying it into his spellbook. A nice quiet area.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, Rok goes ahead and starts doing that.
Zakkid's gonna walk in and I guess can I ascertain who's like the librarian and who's just pedestrian, or if they're both one of either of those?
Yeah. Judging from the looks of the just what the two were, the only two on this level currently were doing. The one that you passed coming in was intently looking at a certain book there in the stack. This other woman here to the north of the building, she seems to be more of in an organizing mood. She's kind of just making sure books are all fronted correctly and replacing some on the stacks there. She definitely appears to be the one in charge here.
So Zakkid's gonna make his way over to her and just say, "Good day. I was pointed in your direction by Uther Prent. I did some work for him, and he said I may peruse your library. And I'm gonna like show her the like written letter of permission or introduction that he wrote for me.
Presenting that in front of this woman here. She's a tall, over 7 foot tall woman here. She is a firbolg, like your friend Farget Moss at the magical items shop, but an older woman, long gray hair, a lot of character in her face, even though it's starting to show some sign of wrinklage, and a big bright red nose on her, below her kind-looking eyes. She studies the writ that you present in front of her, and she looks up at you and says, "Well, welcome, child. Welcome to the Golupar'Car. That's what the elvish folk call the library here. I am Mother Moonstone. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance."
Zakkid's gonna put like his hand kind of like over his heart and like bow and just say, "Pleasure is all mine."
This writ you've presented me here, it says I'm to give you access to the rare archives of the library. Most impressive to impress the starosta. So it will take me a moment to unlock the room and prepare. While I'm gone, feel free to browse the stocks here.
I appreciate your help. I will take a look.
And she's just going to kind of try to slip past you there, and she makes her way to the south of the library there, to the spiral staircase, starts to go up, and heading towards what you assume to be the rare stocks. Rare stacks, I should say. Meanwhile, Zakkid, you take a look around and just surveying a vast array of books on every imaginable subject here. And go ahead and throw this up on your screen.
Oh, damn. All right. It's gonna take me a minute.
So, Rok, just remind me, transcribing spells, that takes about an hour, correct?
I think so, yeah.
Right, I'm just double checking here in the rule book, but yeah, I think that's what I remembered. So, yeah, as you just taking your time to get that into your spell book there.
So do I have an understanding of, because I when I initially made the request to Uther was to take books. Do I have any idea of like what I can take, or is that something I should present to the librarian?
Yeah, maybe if you want to ask Mother Moonstone when she returns from downstairs here.
Okay.
You hear a little bit of rummaging around up there. Sure, she'll be back in no time. Yeah, just checking the checking the rulebook there, Jess. Yeah, it does say that copying a wizard spell does require a skill check, actually.
Nice. Let's do it.
So I'll have you make that. So it's going to be an Arcana check, and it's So it says a DC 10 plus spell level intelligence Arcana check.
Just level 1.
So
this guy's self.
So okay. So is there? Yeah. So is there a
Level.
list of I forget what it is. Does it say on the thing at all? Perhaps.
Yeah. Well, disguise self. It's just level 1.
Okay.
What you're saying, yeah.
So would you know what the DC would be for the?
Well, then wasn't it just 10? Did you say it was 10 plus spell level or what?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
so-
Yeah. Okay. So 11. That makes sense. What a good DM, guys. Jeez.
You're good.
All right. All right,
Good
man.
to
Yeah.
go.
So, Rock, as you go ahead and go ahead and make an Arcana check there, my friend.
We got.
Got it.
Nice, perfect. Yeah, not a problem at all. This spell well within your capability at this point as a wizard, and you're able to quickly copy that into your spell book without too much trouble.
But like, I don't think I'm not that worried about if I use it tonight. But like, could I just add that on my my Beyond character sheet, and then you'll have it on there?
If you can, if it will let you, absolutely go ahead and do that. Otherwise, I can literally just drag and drop it right into your character sheet.
Oh, you just do that then.
Yeah,
That's fine. Yeah, no big deal.
I'll actually do that. Yeah, right now. Yeah.
Beautiful.
So just give me 1 second here. Into your spellbook. I'm saying you already have disguise self. Oh, well, regardless, there it is. Now a part of your repertoire. So, Zakkid, as you're continuing to browse the stocks there, the stacks of books, Mother Moonstone shuffles her way over, large firbolg feet carrying her across the library. She reaches you. As requested, my friend, the upper level, the rare stacks, are ready for you at any time you please.
I thank you. I do have a question. Would you mind if I procured a book from the library for my own personal use?
Mother Moonstone bows her head and says, Of course, of course. All books on the main level of the library here are free to take and borrow. Unfortunately, the books in the rare stacks, we cannot allow to leave the library. They will have to be read here on the premises. I'm sure you understand.
I do understand. I would love to take a look. And then I'm gonna pick up How to Cook a Dragon.
Okay, nice.
And just say, I think I'll take this one home for a read.
All right. So I'm going to just change the price to 0 there because these should all be 0. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and throw that in your inventory there, Zakkid, as you show the title that you would like to take out to Mother Moonstone, and she bows her head happily and allows you to put that into your inventory.
And I'll just say, do I just go upstairs, or would you like to lead the way?
She's like, oh, if you would follow me, yes. And she takes you over to the staircase here, begins to climb.
The key is gonna kind of over to Rock and kind of give him the head nod as kind of do you want to come?
You say you're giving me a head nod? Sorry.
Yeah, kind of saying I'm heading upstairs. Do you?
Yeah, I'll go. I'll head up there.
Okay, Rock, you follow Zakkid up to the upper level there with Mother Moonstone. And as you guys reach the upper level, we'll just theater the mind. It looks much like the bottom level here, except there's a little more of an air of silence and in the air, a little more air of mystery. It's you guys are the only ones here in the upper stacks of the library. The books up here, many of them are in cases as opposed to on shelves. And they seem to be much more well preserved, much older, much rarer books. And Mother Moonstone nods to you guys and says, well, if you have any other questions, please feel free to come find me. And she invites you to look upon the rare stacks of the Bysaes Tyl library.
Says for me, this shop is currently closed.
Oh, I have 4 books listed.
So it doesn't have on your screen there, Jess. You're not able to click on any of the books or anything.
No, I can click. One sector. I can click on the like the description and the items and stuff, but nothing comes up. It says the shop is currently closed. The state says it's closed.
Huh. Let's try again.
Yeah, that's what mine says too.
Shop is closed, eh?
Yep. I mean, I'm not there, so that really doesn't matter. But
Oh, okay. Oh, I see this. Yep.
There we go.
Let's try this.
There,
Try
that's
this
good.
again. There you go, guys.
Thank
Okay,
you.
perfect. Yeah, I just had to change a couple of the permissions there. Good stuff.
So Zakkid is gonna. Did the librarian go downstairs, or she's staying nearby?
She's still up here with you for now. She's kind of just lingering by the stairs to the down area.
So Zakkid is gonna pick up the monologues of the Marquesian Theater and walk over to her.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
And
I see you found a wonderful tome there, my friend. This was just endowed to our library by a great traveler from the Menagerie Coast. We're very blessed to have a book so rare here.
Zakkid's gonna look at her and just say, "I agree. I would love to have come across this book in the wild. Is there perhaps any way we can arrange for it to come with me on my quest? I'm somewhat of a fan of theatrics, should I say."
She considers this. She says, "Well, as I said before, we normally don't allow the rare books to leave the premises, being that they are rare and all. But we are, if I may be frank, in a bit of a funding crisis here at the library. The starosta does not place as much emphasis on the preservation of knowledge as did the Ring of Three when they had more influence. I would be willing to part with one of these rare books for the sum of perhaps 500 gold pieces."
Oh, that's quite unfortunate. I think I could definitely make a donation to your establishment. But is there any way, a little bit of meta, Jess, are you interested in any books?
I am. Yes, I want to get that codex. More days or
So
whatever.
I'm gonna look to the librarian and just say, perhaps with a generous donation, is it possible we could take 2? And depending on how you feel, like I would love to try and convince her to let 2 go, or at least convince her that her library state is in such disrepair that she needs a hefty donation.
Okay. So 2, you're asking for 2 for the price of 1. Am I correct?
That would be quite lovely of a deal, but I want to make sure this establishment thrives. So, could we say 2 for the price of 1.5?
Go ahead and make a persuasion check, Zakkid.
You got? I got plenty of money too, Zakkid, if we need it. So.
Yep. I've just been really wanting to use my +10.
Dang. He is a bard. Jeez.
Yeah.
Mother Moonstone. She's kind of nodding in agreement even before you finish kind of explaining your rationale here, and she says, That's fine, child. You don't need to explain anymore. I understand this library has seen better days, and, well, 750 gold will go a long way to providing some repairs and ensuring these books are preserved for many generations to come.
Right, and
You have my blessing. Yes.
right as she says that, Rok goes over and just drops the whole 750. Okay, here you go. Sounds great.
She collects it humbly. And yeah, you guys are now. So we're gonna make sure I get these two guys here.
They're
actually, I'm just gonna
awesome
go
books,
through
too.
the.
This is cool.
Yes. So she kind of was. You brought your book over there, Rok. Her face kind of takes a little bit more of a serious expression, and she says to you, "Oh yes, the Codex Primodeus. I ensure that you are careful with this tome, Sir Wizard. Men much more powerful than you have, well, shall I say, met perhaps untimely ends by haphazardly following the rituals within this book. Promise me, child, that you will be careful."
Yeah, I will. I'll take my time and read it very slowly. Understand it all.
Thank you. I don't want to have to worry about you now. And I'm going to go ahead and throw these into your inventory for Rok. Yes, so that is now in your inventory, and I will throw Monologues of the Marquesian Theater into your inventory. There's a key. And I'm just going to take 750 from your inventory there. Rok.
Oh, I subtracted it already for mine.
Oh, you already did?
Yeah.
Okay. Good stuff. Thank you. Okay, yes. You're now the proud owners of 2 new rare tomes.
Beautiful.
So I have to. Can I see how open she would be to selling a third book?
You can certainly try.
I would love to kind of, I guess, gauge her expression at the 750. And kind of, just kind of see her reaction.
Yeah, make an insight check there, Zakkid.
And because I don't have proficiency in this, what does that jack of all trades thing do? Jack of all trades. I can add half my proficiency, which would be 3 or 2, depending on how you round. I have 5. Oh wait, no, that's fine. Never mind. I have 3, so it'd be 1 or 2.
Okay, perfect. So you're gonna add that to your insight check?
Yeah, because I don't have
you want to
proficiency.
Oh, okay, perfect.
I can only use it on things that I don't have.
Oh, very cool. Oh, that's a cool little perk.
Yeah.
So scanning Mother Moonstone's face and expression as she kind of received the coin purse of 750 there. You read almost a bit of relief, but a bit of sadness behind her eyes too. Almost that it's sad that it should come to this, that we have to kind of sell rare books here, even just to make ends meet in the library. But very, you can tell there's definitely a look of relief on having this fresh source of funding as well.
So I'm gonna walk over to her and say, I have a proposition for you. I can see it saddens you to lose precious books in such an establishment. So I propose, if perhaps you would let me take one more book, I will pay for it now, and as the deal, so we can both be happy, the next time I'm in Bysaes Tyl, I will give them back to you for free.
Make a persuasion check, Zakkid.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, what? She's like, nope, not doing it. Get the fuck out of my library.
Yeah, you were too loud.
Nice.
Get out of the library.
Mother Moonstone looks at you, this elder firbolg, Zakkid, who's probably seen many years, the wisdom that this woman must have in her you can just tell she's a good soul, and her eyes almost seem to be welling up a bit as she looks at you, and she's just smiling and adoring. She's like, "Child, you have come in here and shown more interest in these books than I've seen from a traveler in some time. It simply gladdens my heart to see one such as yourselves thirsting for knowledge, as I once did as a much younger woman. I tell you what, why don't you go ahead, take your third book, you pay what you can, and don't worry about returning it. It's my gift to you."
So Zakkid, at least mimicking, also welling up like her. We'll put like, let's say 325 on like just of gold on her desk.
Okay.
And just say, that is very kind of you. Us folk who truly appreciate these tomes must make sure they're always in safe hands.
I know you are one such person, my friend.
And
I have good intuition on these things.
So I will pick up the Sulias, the great elvish queen. Sulias?
Suleas, the great elvish queen.
All
right. Did you already subtract that gold from your inventory, Zakkid?
I haven't, but I easily can.
Okay. I want to go ahead and do that, and she accepts your money happily, and she gives you looks at the book that you selected there. Yes, A Tale of Suleas. There is one in the Ring of Three who is old enough to know ancestors who once knew her. If that's even possible. These elves live unfathomable amounts of time. But for short-lived species such as us, she would be considered very ancient. That said, her wisdom, what remains of it, is contained in this book. I hope you use it for well.
I can guarantee this will only be used for good, and to inspire others to collect and appreciate these tomes.
And she nods her head.
And then Zakkid is just going to slowly make his way to the door.
All right. So books in hand, Zakkid makes his way to the exit there. Rok, do you follow, or are you going to stay in the library for a bit? Did we lose Jess? We got Jess.
Oh, sorry, I just muted. I am ready to go too.
Oh, good. Okay, no problem, buddy. All right, so yeah, Rok following in tow there as you guys head out of the library and with some very interesting tomes in hand. And you step back out into the bright. It is now at the noon hour of Bysaes, this new day in Bysaes Tyl here. Not a new day now. We're Halfway
Just while
through
that's going on, can Ragnus have gone over to Gladwin's herbs and potions shop
Absolutely.
while they were in the library there?
For sure. Ragnus kind of squeezing his way into the archway there. It's like a little bit of a tight fit for you in this smallish looking shop here. I'm just going to drag your token over there, Ragnus. And the man behind the counter greets you and almost a bit of a jump as he sees this imposing figure behind the counter there. But he soon collects himself and good day there, sir. How can I help you?
Need 2 potions of healing, please.
2 potions of healing coming up.
Thank you. That is all. And like as he's walking away, you got some fucking low ceilings here, bud.
Straight to business. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and get those in your inventory there.
And also, I can
Ragnus. Don't worry about it because I'm just going to drag him over and it will do it automatically here.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
No problem, sir. All right, so 2 potions of healing heavier, Ragnus. You squeeze your way back out through the somewhat awkward archway of the potion shop.
Yeah, as he's walking out, just like hits his shoulder off the door, like on purpose, like walking out.
Come again soon.
Zakkid is gonna head to the pub or the restaurant, and he's just gonna say 1 ale, and then can he just sit there and continue reading his cookbook, basically until the rest of the party is ready to move on.
I'll make my way to the tavern.
Absolutely, Zakkid. So Kasith pours you an ale, and you sit there quietly. Jerry, hey Jerry, we got a patron reading here. How about we turn down the volume on the lute there a little bit, huh? Jerry kind of goes into a much more slower pace, melodic, nice for studying. Some lo-fi chill hop.
Beautiful.
Some study tunes.
Zakkid's head is bobbing.
Jerry, hit him with the Skrillex. Jerry, drop it hard.
So Zarxius is going to go to the woodworker to see if his action figure thing is done, or not action figure, but figurine of the scout is done.
Yeah, absolutely, Zarxius. So you make your way back to Deshawn Gelusay, and his the familiar smell of fresh cut wood and lacquer hits you as you enter his workshop, and he looks up at you as you come in. Just in time, my friend. Yes, come in. And you see that he's holding the figurine and he's just kind of putting the finishing touches on it with a nice glaze that's going over this beautiful paint job that he's finished on both the figurine and the duck that you had requested. The duck is now painted absolutely beautifully, and the figurine seems to be exactly what you ordered. This man is a true master of his craft.
Perfect. It looks phenomenal. I am quite impressed.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I've been doing this some time.
Ryan, I can't remember. Did I pay him beforehand? I feel like I did, but I don't remember.
I think you
for sure.
would have too. Yeah, I think actually listening back to the last episode, you did say you put $5 down, or 5 gold.
Okay, 5 gold down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, I'll pick it up and just inspect it very closely, and I will carefully put it in my pack, and I will pull out another 3 gold and put it on the counter and say, I have a feeling that we will meet again, but I very much appreciate what you've done for me.
Well, I very much appreciate the tips, and I must say your adventuring troupe has made quite a name for yourselves in our sleepy forest city here. You've brought gold, and you've helped the local economy greatly. For that, I thank you.
Oh, it is our pleasure for sure. Have a good day, and I'll turn around and walk out.
A good day to you.
So as I'm walking back to the pub, I'm gonna kind of just look, over here on the wall where she was last time. Not look real hard for her, but just kind of see if she's there as I'm walking.
Yeah, absolutely. You kind of head in that direction there, Zarxius, and you have this. You almost feel a little flutter in your heart as you see the shape of this scout from behind. You're almost sure it might be her, and then she turns around to look back inside the city. No, it's a different woman.
And so I'll just kind of like, oh man, and hang my head and just walk past and go to the tavern.
Right on.
The New Blood.
Yeah.
And so
New Blood Tavern.
So as I get to the New Blood Tavern, I'm gonna walk in and I'm gonna hear what Jerry is playing. And I'm just gonna walk over to him and I'm just gonna like stand like not quite nose to nose to him, but like pretty damn close to him, just staring at him. And then and whenever he finally looks at me, I'm just gonna go, "What the fuck are you doing, Jerry?"
Jerry kind of cocks his head to his side, almost like looking at you as if, "What are you talking about?"
And I'm just gonna look at him and I'm gonna put up a rock fist and say, "Shred."
No, Jerry, don't. And he just begins shredding on the lute. Kaseth just kind of shaking her head at you, Zarxius. Oh, thanks a lot. Now he's going to be doing this for hours now. I hope you know.
And I'm just gonna sit there and just like headbang and just like party with Jerry until our next move.
Jerry's just having the time of his life, just dancing on the counter there because he's shredding.
Fuck yeah, Jerry.
Fuck yeah.
If I didn't want to not get him, if I was scared to get him killed, if I wasn't scared to get him killed, I would totally try to take him with us.
It's not the same thing, man.
Yeah.
The two I could start a traveling band with them.
Oh, dude.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing. We should put him in the game as like a level bard, and like he just.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And,
it might happen at some point.
It might happen. Never say never.
NPC.
Nice, absolutely.
You gotta play them.
Oh,
Side
jeez.
quest, gotta unlock them first, bud.
Yeah, there you go.
Jerry's a late game companion.
In season 2, he's a playable character.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. All right. So, Rok, as you left the library there with Zakkid, did you follow him into the tavern as well, or were you on your own business through Bysaes Tyl?
Is that where everybody is back there? Did he just?
Yeah. But I would say you should be able to look through and look at all the different, like shops and everything that we. We visited last week.
Yeah.
And see if there's anything you want.
I'm okay. I think Rok is ready. You got him those potions, so he doesn't really need much. He's ready to get going.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll meet up with everybody at the tavern.
Nice. Okay, Rok makes his way in, and the four of you are now congregated at the tavern here. Time is now 12:30.
We have business to conduct, a Dragonborn to find. We won't find him sitting here.
Oh, yeah, so I guess when Rok comes back in, and with Ragnus's comment, Zakkid will be kind of like begin to explain the quest for kind of the lost lost member of the Platinum Dragons Shrine in Death.
Gotcha.
Okay. Go ahead and communicate that to the party.
Forget his name. What was his name again? Oh yeah. So his name is Droth, and he's one of the members of the shrine. I forget which role he played there, but he went somewhat north for, I believe he likes to forage, and he hasn't come back since.
So, weren't we going to kind of just look for him as we, like, is the what is that called? Where we're going to fight the spiders and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Something Weaver.
Isn't that up north? Or
It
is that the
is.
opposite
They
way?
seem to be in the same direction.
Okay, so yeah, we were just gonna look for him as we went, right?
I believe so.
Okay, so I would say we should just start heading that way, and keep an eye out.
Yeah, sounds good.
Zakkid closes his book. His pack. Agreed. I believe we spent enough time in Bysaes Tyl. You don't want to overstay our welcome.
They love us here,
So
though, don't they?
Zarxius will just
They
oh,
do.
absolutely.
Well,
With all those
Yeah.
families of those people we killed.
I will say, just for the benefit of Jess there, because he was away last week, the Watchmaster had come to the party there. He had met up with you guys in the streets, and from judging from the how the conversation kind of went, he's much more interested now in uncovering more of the Parsis Boreas corruption that was going on there. He's since found much more evidence, and it's really it's corroborated with everything that you guys have done so far. So
That's good.
So he kind of half-heartedly apologized to us.
Nice. Okay.
So yeah. So Zarxius will just look at Jerry, kind of give him a nod, and look at Kaysen and say, "We'll be back to get more drinks later. Take care of yourself." And he'll kind of just tap the bar and then start, walk towards the door, start heading towards the entrance to the city.
you guys be careful. You guys be careful out there, Kaitha says to you all.
I guess there's no exit on the back side, is there? On the north side of the city?
It's this city was not built up to fire code, and no, there does appear to be only one entrance and exit here at the front of the city. So yeah.
So yeah, I'll just start heading that way.
Make your way to the front of the city there.
Let's do it.
All right, everybody follows?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it.
So you guys make your way to the front gate of the city. As Zakkid points out to you on the map that he created, or that he marked on the as the group's cartographer there, from what Uther Prent had shown him. This location, Webspinner's Chasm. It's a 2 days journey to the north, so it's almost right on the edge of the end of the Pearlbow Wilderness before you're getting up into the graying wildlands of the north. And he points out that, but you guys can expect about a 2 days journey at a normal pace, heading there.
Did we take into account where that dragon was?
He's actually a little back, like behind.
Yeah,
He was down the path a little bit.
Yeah, he's he's in that area. Oh, look at this guy. Dragon!
I can't even control the size of the text. It's just basic.
So I will scout ahead, like I have been doing.
Yep.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and Zakkid will. I guess we're on
All
foot this
at a
time.
regular pace. Yeah, I think we don't have any
Yeah.
mounts or anything, eh?
No, we return them.
Yeah.
Right.
Zakkid's going to be flying about 30 feet in the air.
Okay. Zakkid takes to the skies. Ragnus, you're kind of walking with Rok now. Zakkid above, and Zarxius has taken off a good, he's out of eye shot now. He's well ahead to give you guys a good jump on anything that might be there. But yeah, you guys are moving along at a normal pace there. And
Yeah, I think so.
hitting the open road again. It feels good to be stretching your legs outside of the city confines, back in the wild air of the Probo wilderness, birds chirping, see some deer bounding through the rich, bountiful forest here. Snow actually starts to kind of lightly drizzle down from the sky on this cold day. Other than that, though, it's a very beautiful winter's morning. Afternoon, I should say. Just in afternoon now.
All right.
Beautiful.
Can Zakkid keep an eye out for just like easily huntable prey, like something you can kind of hunt for food on the road?
Yeah, absolutely. Make a survival check, Zakkid.
Oh, yeah. I guess we need to tell Jess about
Oh, nice.
that we're going to start keeping more track of like rations and arrows, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd gone over that with the group last
Gotcha.
session there, Jess. I hope that's cool. I was thought now that I'm kind of cutting my teeth as a DM here, and I could kind of feel I can handle more things at once now. I wouldn't mind throwing some of those realism elements into the game. So yeah, I'll take care of it all on the back end for you guys. Obviously, I will automatically deduct rations from your guys' inventory as each day goes on. But yeah, we'll think about having to get food and provide for yourselves while you guys are out in the wild, and then also as Zarxius said, ammo. So I think he's the only ranged weapon carrier in the group, but we will I will again, we'll take care of that all in the back end for you guys, so it's not annoying. I'll just kind of keep track of how much ammo you've expended, and warn you guys if you're getting low, but keep that in mind when you have to restock in civilization.
That sounds good.
Cool. And just to answer your question there, Al, quickly, I did not throw that in your inventory yet, but it is just a standard dagger. That
Okay.
Yes, it's just got a very cool, just a unique air elemental look. You have no idea how this could have come or be, but it's from this unique character known as Shane. So
Sounds good.
yeah, cool. All right. So, as you guys journey out on your first day here, let's see what sorry. Damn, been a while since I've had to type a roll formula in. Let's see what you guys see. Okay. All right. So, venturing out on this along the path there, Zarxius, go ahead and make a perception check, please, as you're keeping your eye out. See what you
perception. Did you say perception?
Yes, please. Okay. Yeah. So, keeping your ears peeled or keeping your eyes peeled and your ears open, you do hear a sound that's a little unusual compared to the normal sounds of the forest that you had been hearing before. You hear almost a barking, almost as if it's a dog, but it sounds much more savage than a dog. Almost like there's a language behind this barking sound that you hear off in the distance.
Okay. So, is it like off of the path, or is it in front of us?
Judging from where your ears are telling you the sound is, it's ahead. It's off the path, probably somewhere into the woods, but it's probably still a good at least a couple hundred yards away.
Okay.
Nothing you can see yet.
Okay. Well, I think I will just sit there and wait for the rest of the party, kind of listening to see if it sounds as if it's getting closer and stuff like that. Other than that, I'll just wait for the party and then, ask what they think about this.
Okay. All right, group. As you catch up to Zarxius there, you see that he's kind of just standing in the middle of the road with his hand up, just kind of begging you guys to listen. And yeah, you guys indeed kind of you hear the faint sounds too that Zarxius might have been picking up.
What do you think,
Zarxius will look at everybody and say, does this like sound like anything to anybody? Like, is this some kind of noticeable language that anyone knows, or at least knows exists? I feel if it's something that we, have no knowledge on or anything like that, that we should probably just, it's off the path. We should probably just move past. And
can we?
I don't think.
Can we figure out what language it is?
Yeah, why don't we have the entire group roll a just roll a general intelligence check, the entire group.
Ooh, that's good.
You got 13?
Okay.
Oh no! How is Ragnus more intelligent than me? Terrible.
oh,
Mine's
Okay.
that's with advantage. I hit by accidentally, but
That's all right. Yeah, Rok, you're more distracted by the book that you just picked up in Bysaes Tyl. You're still kind of like leafing through it as you're walking. Zarxius, yeah, your mind's on the scout. You can't get that booty out of your mind. And it's super distracting. But Ragnus and Zakkid, you both recognize this sound, especially one of the sounds that you heard for sure reminds you of your time in the wilds when you had encountered gnolls.
What do you say, Zakkid? Shall we go and check it out?
Well, so Zakkid he's still actually flying. So we'll do kind of
I'll yell at you. Should we?
Zakkid is gonna look like at Ragnus, and yeah, he's gonna cast. Well, yeah, knowing Ragnus has kind of been like itching for a fight. Zakkid is gonna cast Mage Armor on himself.
Okay. As the ethereal armor springs up over you there.
And then I'm just gonna give Ragnus like a nod.
All right, Ragnus, how do you respond?
Yeah. Ragnus kind of just like looks back up to Zakkid with a little grin, readies his axe. It's time to test this out.
I guess can we gauge Zarxius and Rok's kind of perception of the
Yeah,
what's going on?
Zarxius is kind of indifferent as to whether we encounter these things, but once he sees the mage armor and sees that Ragnus is ready to test this thing out, he'll kind of just look at Ragnus and kind of get that little smirk on his face. He says, "I'm right behind you, big guy. Rok, you with us?"
Rok gets his staff ready. He's not going to do mage armor just yet, but
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
So
All right.
Zarxius is
Go
going
ahead.
to he's going to stay a little bit behind Ragnus because he wants to stealth, because if it becomes a situation where flank would help us, I will probably flank, feather out and flank. But I also, at the same time, I don't want to get too far from Rok either.
Okay. So you're going to let the three of them kind of go ahead, maybe like 30 yards or so, and you're 30 feet or so, and you're going to kind of hang back, or what's your...
Well, no, I think I'm just going to go kind of off to the side a little bit, just to kind of
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Just to kind of, so if people see Ragnus, they don't see me immediately. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yep. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Go ahead and roll a stealth check there, Zarxius.
Okay. And actually, I'm going to turn to Rok and say, do you want to come with me, or do you want to stay with him?
says, "Well, I'm going to stay with the big guy. I got something planned for him. Help him out."
Perfect. Well, take care, friend. And I'll kind of, disappear into the woods beside us.
Yeah, you slip off into the woods and you make your footsteps as silent as they can, still keeping the group within eye shot, but fanning out in a different direction there. All right, the rest of the group, what are you doing here?
Zakkid is just gonna see everyone posting up and wanting to kind of like a kid in a candy store try out a new toy. He's gonna use the wand of magic missile.
Okay.
And target, I guess, whatever the closest knoll is.
Oh, okay. So okay, yeah. So you guys are still, I was still having you guys you're still, 100 or so yards back of these guys, but you guys are gonna move in on their towards the sound of their voices here.
Yeah.
On stealth.
Oh, Ragnus isn't fucking stealthing.
Oh shit.
Rok's not a very good stealthy guy either, so he'll hang with Ragnus and go unstealth.
All right. Well, in that case, go ahead and bring you to the map.
I love it.
Okay, so you guys are at the bottom. The three of you are at the bottom of the path there, and you start to make your way up. No, Zarxius, you are in stealth. You are not seen or detected by these guys yet, as far as you know. And as you guys get close, the gnolls, they seem to be kind of fighting over a recent kill, kind of tearing this leg of something between each other. And then all of a sudden, two heads dart up. Then the other two, they look in your guys' direction. Kill them! Kill them all! And I'm going to need everybody to please roll initiative.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, I may have rolled it more than once.
Oh,
damn, Ragnus
someone
is ready
rolled
to
mine,
go.
but
Look, I
I'll
got
take
a nice
Dang. Okay, gentlemen. We are in.
Music change.
All right, we are in combat.
Oh, yeah.
So first up, Ragnus.
Dude, that's crazy that three of us rolled, ahead of any of the big bads or the baddies.
Great rolls, man. Great rolls.
All
That
right.
never happens.
They are still significantly out of range. So let's see. I think Ragnus is going to use his movement to get to this fallen tree.
Okay.
Right here. So yeah, Ragnus will expend his movement just to kind of like post up and use that as like a little separator between the guys above him. And then he's just going to like stand at the ready with the great axe, just kind of laughing, just and that'll be his turn.
Perfect. All right, Ragnus, you are in quarter cover.
All right.
So your AC goes up, or half cover, I should say. There's no quarter cover. So yeah, half cover. So you have a +2 bonus to your AC.
Oh, hells yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right, Zakkid, you're up.
So would I have already gotten that magic missile off?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that, dude. Sorry, man.
Oh,
Yeah, go ahead and throw that out there. Throw your attack, and then we'll get you. We'll do your turn. Give you a
I don't
2 for
have
here.
it as kind of like a spell. So
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of roll it. Just
Oh no. Hold on, just a second. Make it
I was
easier.
like in the background, custom making a weapon at 1d4 damage.
Were you? Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Don't worry about it. Here, I'm just going to temporarily give you magic missile as a spell. Should be in your spellbook now.
Have it.
Oh, you do?
I just don't want it to use the spell slot.
Oh, okay. Well, it'll automatically calculate then, and then just like boot it back up to a free one. Yeah.
I don't. I thought.
How many uses is this thing? You don't have magic missile?
No.
It's got 7 charges, right? The wand.
It's got 7
Yeah, I think
charges.
so.
Might be a wizard
magic
only.
missile.
1d6.
It might be wizard.
Yeah, it's not a sorcerer spell. Yeah. So, did magic missile go in your thing? Okay, it didn't.
So like that's why I was making the dagger. I had no idea how to add a spell.
Let's see if it will let you do it now.
I could just make it a 1d4.
I wonder if it won't let me drag. No, now it's in your spell list now, man.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
And how many uses do you get? 7. Dang. Okay.
7, and it recharges 1d6 per day.
Oh my god.
So it's just like it's like a cantrip now.
What have I done? Okay, I got a missile counter going here, so fire away, my man. Right, so you were targeting the closest knoll over here, I'm guessing, or?
Yeah, just the first one I would have seen.
Okay, so that first knoll there, all 3 missiles fly out of your wand, hit with pinpoint accuracy into him, hitting him for a total of 11 damage. And as the missiles rip into his fur, you just see blood opening up. Takes a big hit with that one there. Gnashes his teeth.
So that's pre-fight, or would that be my round?
Yeah, it's all good. We'll say that was your pre-fight round there. So go ahead and take your round now. Take your start.
All right. So then Zakkid, he's actually gonna fly. Actually, how far is that? Yeah, so he's gonna fly right above them. And so, and I guess go down 5 feet, so I'll be at 25.
Okay.
And straight down below him, he's going to cast Ice Knife.
Ice Knife. All right, so you create this magical shard of ice in your feathered hand, throw it down, and it's a 60-foot sphere. Okay, so it's going to hit on both these guys there. So,
Oh.
okay, so that's definitely going to hit both targets there. Go ahead and roll damage. All right. So we are going to have our guys here roll a little dex save.
I like how it adds that dex roll into the name or into the roll.
That's pretty wild, eh?
That's cool.
All right, so that's a fail for both. Or no, the one saves, right? 15?
What was the
I think it was 15.
It says, yeah, it's 15 in the thing there. Yeah. So, yeah, so an additional 2d6 damage for the Knoll Fang of Yenogu. So that's blah, 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 blah. So that's 17 damage to the top guy. How did this roll break down?
10.
And then the other one just takes 10. Yeah, the other
I
one just takes
rolled
10.
a 10 on that. That's sweet on your D10.
Yeah,
pretty good, buddy. All right, so 17 to the big baddie. And this Knoll takes 10. As they try to get out of the way of this explosion of ice, but just not able to. And especially the big bad guy seems to take the worst of it as ice shards just fly into his face, ripping his fur.
And then you're going to see a little bit of wind around Zakkid's wings, and he's going to use Temptress Magic to raise himself another 10 feet.
They're 10 feet in the air. Okay.
And that'll end my turn.
So up to 35 feet there, Zakkid taken to the skies. That brings us to Zarxius, who is still stealthily creeping along the edge of the battlefield here, unnoticed by his enemies to date.
So as Zarxius sees these two take, this shitstorm of ice come down on him, he's gonna pull out his heavy crossbow and let one fly at the dude up here, the one that took the worst of it.
Yeah, the top guy there. Yeah, go ahead and roll for attack on that, Zarxius, as you load a bolt into your crossbow.
I already clicked it once. Here you go.
All good, my man.
Oh,
nat 20. The bolt hits with you're able to take your time. This guy's totally distracted. You hit an absolutely perfect shot on this knoll. The bolt actually comes out the other side of him. Go ahead and roll critical damage.
Okay, and then my backstab is 3d6
plus sneak attack. Yeah,
sneak attack 3d6.
Oh, it's a lot of dice. 39 damage. 39 damage. That might be one of the hardest single hits we've seen so far this campaign. Again, as that bolt just flies through the other end of this knoll, bring him to his knees. Wincing in pain. That took a horrible blow there. He is not looking well at all.
And so, I'll just end my turn right there.
Okie dokie. That will bring us to this knoll here, who has just seen his leader savaged by one of these attacks, by a bolt from an unknown source. He's going to look up at you, Zakkid. And he is going to, in desperation, he is going to. Oh no, actually, he has. Sorry. Yeah, he's going to the spear in his hand. He's going to look up at you and Zakkid, and he's just going to desperately throw this thing in your direction, trying to hit this floating target from above. 11 to hit.
It does not.
All right, and
He's just gonna like kind of like dodge to one side. It's gonna like fly across his chest.
all right, sails completely wide as you dodge there. The Knoll's gonna just kind of desperately look around. He's gonna charge at you, Ragnus. Or actually, no, he's sorry. Take that back. He is going to. Yeah, he's smart. Smart move. He is actually going to charge over to his pack over here, and he's going to kind of just like post up here, and disturb.
Would I get an attack of opportunity?
I don't believe so, because you are 35 feet away from him instead of the 5 feet of melee range.
Okay, so like even with, because like my one weapon's technically ranged 30 to 120 feet.
I don't think that wouldn't be a melee weapon though.
Oh, okay.
Simple ranged.
Gotcha.
As he scampers away, that brings us to this knoll here. He is going to charge at you, Ragnus, and he's going to rip out at you with a savage bite.
Ooh.
Coming in, charging, lunging, trying to bite at you.
That missed.
17 to hit.
No good.
All right, and he just kind of bing bounces off your armor, falls to the side. I don't think he has much else he can do. All right, yeah, that will end his turn. Brings us to the Pack Lord here. He's going to. What has this guy got? That's an action. Okay, sorry guys. All right, so yeah, he's going to also charge at you there, Ragnus, coming straight at you, and he is wielding a fearsome-looking glaive in his hand, a bladed spear-like weapon. He's holding it directly over his head. Hold on, do I have enough room here to even? Oh no, I can't even make it there. Shoot. What is the attack distance on this? Yeah, there. Dang. So actually, was this guy even able to make that? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yes, he was just able to make it. All right, so this Noel is only able to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 towards you, Ragnus. But then he is going to, the whole time he was loading up a shot in his longbow, and he goes ahead and tries to pop one at you there. Taking a quick shot. 19 to hit. All right. That arrow does hit you, inflicting a total of 6 damage.
Oh, I didn't know mosquitoes were out in such cold weather.
He hated that comment. He's going to go ahead and make another attack, as he does have the multi-attack ability here. And throws that out at you, 23.
Oh yeah, that hits.
That will do another 10 damage to you, Ragnus.
All right. Oh,
he's a seasoned archer. And then uses Incite Rampage if it can. Yeah, so he is going to, so that will use the Insight Rampage. And, he's going to use that. That's the Rampage trait. Which he does, yeah. So this Knoll down here, who was denied his earlier attack on you, he's going to hear this, this blood curdling cry that this pack lord makes to the sky, and it just steals his resolve. And he's actually going to whip out another attack on you, Ragnus. This one, another bite, trying to come in at you. Find a different spot in the armor that maybe you didn't see before. 15 to hit.
Nope, no good.
As you smash his jaws away, he is denied. And that will bring us to Rok in the turn order.
Whew. Man, a lot of decisions here. Rok's gonna scamper up, though. He's gonna... Actually, he takes out his staff and aims a firebolt at the snow right here.
Okay.
Pull that up here. He's gonna do that first.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit. Go ahead and roll damage with that as the firebolt leaves Rok's staff, heading towards the knoll, hitting him for 17 damage. Rok, as that firebolt leaves and lights this knoll on fire. He just begins to scream as he's burnt to a crisp and falls dead.
Oh, nice job.
Burning ember.
Okay. And then Rok rushes forward to stand next to Ragnus, and he reaches out and touches him and says, "This next time, it's going to be really exciting." And he casts Magic Weapon. Ragnus.
Oh, fuck, yes.
Oh, shit.
You got a Magic Weapon +1 to your attack and damage.
Nice.
Ragnus, as you feel Rok's little hand come out and touch you, you just look down at the great axe in your hands, Grolok's great axe, and just begins to glow. And you feel this power surging through it like you've never felt before.
Oh, I have the power.
Right, and that's my turn.
Okay. The knoll that was severely damaged by your attack there, Zarxius. He sees where it came from. You see his eyes going almost cross-eyed. He almost seems to be mortally wounded here, but knowing where the bolt came from now, he is going to charge directly at you.
You don't want the smoke.
Can't handle the truth, motherfucker.
And as he is running towards you, you see his fuck is going on? Oh my god. Come on, Ryan. There we go. As he's running towards you, you see his horrific you see his horrific scarred and mangled appearance, this awful dog-like hyena-like abomination that is the knoll. And he's coming out to you with his mouth wide open as if he is ready to hit you with a multi-attack. And as he closes in, he attempts to latch his jaws down upon you. $11 to hit.
Nope.
No, sir, Zarxius. You are agile enough to be able to jump out of the way of that. You time it just right as he's lunging forward with his jaws, and he just goes kind of skittering by, gets back up, his claws out, he slashes at you with the savage right claw. 7 to hit, that's gonna miss. Easily missing that again. Zarxius dodging that again. The Gnoll, not to be outdone, coming up, following up with the left hand.
Nope.
14 to hit. That's 3 straight misses for the Gnoll. And as you dodge that final blow there, you see what was once rage on this rabid creature's face is almost turning into a realization that things are not going his way, nor will they probably end his way. And that brings us to Ragnus the Fearless.
Just gonna dead eye this pack lord right in the fucking face here, and just gonna charge at him, but almost off to the side, like as if I was running by. But then at the last second, do like a quick drop and try to sweep his legs out with my foot, like just like a spin.
Okay.
All right. What would that just be an unarmed, or how do you want to do it?
Yeah, make a that would just
try
be
to
a
trip
general.
him.
Yeah, make a general. What would that? I don't know. Is there a rule for that, DMs? Would you know, like something kind of cool little move?
I
And
think you just do unarmed. Yeah,
I would
think
probably
that sounds good.
Yeah, I would probably classify it as an unarmed strike, and if it hits, yeah, you successfully complete.
Some people.
Yeah, count it as an attack. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it doesn't have to be for damage either. Like my goal is to trip him, like just to get him off his feet.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So yeah, it's like a shove basically, but you're doing it with your foot there. So yeah,
Right.
absolutely. Yeah. So go ahead and make an unarmed attack as you run by, attempting to trip this guy up. 18 succeeds. Ragnus, you're able to come in, lock your feet in, and almost like the classic hockey fucking can opener. Just twist your legs, falls right over onto his back. He is now prone.
And just like doing a spin, like spinning out, coming off from the spin kick. I just want to take the great axe and just fucking bring it down onto him.
Okay, go ahead and roll for attack with advantage.
Oh, hells yeah.
So that would be 12 with advantage because it's a +1. 12 is gonna miss though, unfortunately. So he's recently tripped this pack lord, but he does have the wherewithal to be able to kind of just dodge, roll quickly as the axe comes down, just barely missing, getting sliced with the fearsome blade.
No, not right now. Okay. But then
How
Ragnus,
you
knowing he
rolled
missed,
a
like fucking
3 and a
slippery bastard,
1.
and then just backs back up to where Rock was, like same position, back by the tree.
Okay, yeah. This prone and helpless pack lord is unable to. I guess no, you would still get an attack of opportunity, I guess, even though he is prone. So he's going to just desperately lash out at you as you run by there, Ragnus, with his glaive, trying to get an ankle or a leg or some part on your lower body. 15.
No, that's no good.
Yeah, it's not going to do it. Goes completely wide as you're able to avoid him, and you are now back behind your trusty log.
All right.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, that was a terrible roll. God damn it, Ragnus. Get your head out of your ass.
All right, that brings us to Zakkid.
So Zakkid is going to move towards the Null Fang. And so that's 20 to get there. We can go down 30. Oh, that's 3. So Zakkid's going to fly over and kind of descend right behind the knoll and put a, well, I guess I'll save it for if this hits.
Perfect. Yeah, you get just within range there, and you're able to put your hand down. And 16 is gonna hit, and that will be that's with advantage.
Oh,
So,
he's
so
he's
you
wearing
already
metal?
hit. You already
Yeah,
hit. Yeah,
yeah.
so you're fine. Yeah. So, yeah, 1d8 lightning damage. Oh, and as the electricity leaves your hands, Zakkid, it's cooking this thing. He is absolutely brought to the brink of death, but not quite there, hanging on by the thinnest of threads.
So sweeping in, Zakkid's gonna end up behind this knoll, and he's gonna reach his hand out, grab the knoll's hand, electrocute him, and hold both of their hands towards Zarxius, like, "Do you want to shake a hand?" And then I will end my turn.
All right. Poetically enough, that brings us to Zarxius.
And so Zarxius kind of looks at Zakkid and says, "I knew you were a funny bird, but yes, I would." And he reaches out a hand, and he himself casts Shocking Grasp to try to finish this thing off.
Awesome.
Awesome. Go ahead and roll with advantage there, Zarxius.
Oh, with advantage?
Yeah, he is wearing metal armor.
Thank God.
Oh, he's
see.
actually not.
Okay.
Shit. No, I already said go ahead, though. Go ahead.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got hide on, but no, it's all good.
There you go. I rolled even worse.
There you go. Rolled even worse. Shoot. So your attack, yeah. Zakkid's electricity almost just throws you off, and you're not even quite able to activate it.
So Zarxius just kind of like throws his hands down at his side and like stomps, and he's like, "Fine, you can have him." And I'll
Zakkid's gonna look at Zarxius and just say, "Oh, it happens to the best of us."
I'm gonna pass my turn there.
All right. So Mr. Knoll up here, he's going to looking at for range here. Right. So he is going to charge in at what am I doing? At Ragnus here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's going to dodge right in front of his comrade there. And he's going to try to take an attack at you, Ragnus.
All right.
And
I'm a popular man.
That is going to be with the bite. Yeah, you're closest. It's, these guys aren't too smart. They're kind of just going after the closest thing that moves. That is going to miss. And the Knoll, almost realizing what he's done now, looking at this great fucking figure in front of him, passes turn, looks down to you at the Pack Lord. Pack Lord's going to stand up. So it'll be half his movement. And he's going to take a step to the side here just so we can get access to you. And once again, he's going to lash out with his glaive at you, Ragnus. And this will be... Oh, no, it's not an advantage because you're not flanked.
I like that weapon.
The glaive?
I might have to take it from him.
They are cool. They are pretty cool. So he is going to take a stabby at you with that.
Oh!
Ooh.
Damn. That hurts.
Ooh.
All right.
It's just like giving this guy a sign of respect, like, you tenacious bastard.
And as that hits critically, just wedging under your shoulder there, that's going to do 17 damage to you, Ragnus.
Alrighty.
The Knoll almost sensing hope for the first time. He's going to how many was that? That was 25. Yeah, he's got no more No more movement. All right, that's no problem there, Jess. Just yeah. Let us know if it gets to your turn and you don't have access, which is next turn.
There
But
we go.
nice. What's up, man? Yeah. So just steeled with his resolve there. The Pack Lord's gonna come right back in with another attack with the glaive on you, Ragnus.
Oh
It's gonna
god.
be 20 to hit.
That hits.
All right, and that one's gonna slash you again. This time doing 8 damage.
Right?
All right. As he kind of takes a step back. That will bring us to Rok.
So his Discord's disconnecting and reconnecting. So.
Still fucking with him, man. Yeah. Discord can be a little sketchy sometimes.
Yeah, it kicks me out every now and then.
Does chew a bunch of bandwidth.
Yeah.
Probably because all these guys keep sending dank gifts.
Is there a chat built into Foundry?
I mean, you can just type into the chat box on the side. You can whisper to other players too. Yeah, you can do it all. If it's just if I just ask you guys to make a roll but keep it hidden from the other players, I can make you guys select private GM role, and then
cool, eh?
and then only I and you will see it. If you select blind GM role, then only the DM will see it.
Oh, he's burning hands.
Here we go.
Oh, we got some burning hands reaching out towards what I assume to be the pack lord here. Oh no, it's a cone. Oh, sick. Okay, burning hands. Sick. Fuck yeah, man. Oh yeah, this is a classic D&D spell. All right, so that's a 15-foot cone that you are targeting both the Knoll and the Pack Lord there. So we will have both of them make a Dex save. And that's a fail from both.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll damage there, Rok. That cone of fire rips onto the Pack Lord and his little minion there, igniting their greasy fur. You just smell burnt knoll in your nostrils there, Ragnus.
Should I just click on the damage?
Good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I assumed that, Jess. Yeah, you're good, man. Absolutely. And that will be, 7 damage.
Damn, that sucks on a
Dang,
3D
is that
set.
it? Yeah, that's a 1 and 2 threes. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was me rolling it because I wasn't sure if he was here, so I don't know.
Oh, you
okay.
rolled that?
Yeah.
Oh, are you back now, Jess?
No,
Blink
he's
once
typing.
for
Typing.
blink once for yes.
Blink once.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if he was gonna roll.
Nice, thanks. Okay. Well, I want him to be able to roll his own dice still, but if it's fucking up with him that much, we can just take that roll, I guess.
Well, I mean, you can.
You can add a bonus to it.
We will take a bonus. Okay, so he passed his turn. Okay, so so we'll say that stands. That's fine. All right, so 7 damage to each of these guys as their fur lights on fire, and they are sunk for 7 more hit points. And that brings us to the Knoll Fang of Yinogu, and this if you can apply that to a Knoll, this poor Knoll is absolutely on the brink of death. He sees no option other than to try to run for his life. So he is going to try to dip back this way. Zakkid and Zarxius, if you both want to make attacks of opportunity, feel free.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Go ahead, Al. Try to finish him off.
Oh, nice. Zakkid with the rope dart with newly attached Shane's dagger on the end of it. Making an absolutely formidable looking weapon. Oh, unfortunately though, just as he kicks out the blade with his foot, the rope just pulls taut and just singes by the misses on the left side of the may have clipped a bit of fur, but no damage on the fang. Zarxius, go ahead and make your attack of opportunity.
I can't do like it just has to be a melee weapon, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, I can't do a spell. I can't do shocking grasp again.
No, it would have to be a melee.
Okay. Then I'll just I'll pull out my rapier as he's running away. And,
nice, trying to go for a little pokey here.
Yep. Give him my damnedest.
Zarxius taking his best fencing stance here as he strikes forward, and that's gonna hit. Go ahead and roll damage, my friend.
So do I get sneak attack since he's running away? How does that work?
You would get it. I've looked that up for rogues, because another guy's in melee range, so yeah, you got that.
Okay.
You got that sneak. Go back, Rock. And as you skewer this Knoll Fang, Zarxius, I will ask you how you want to do this.
So yeah, I'll just, as he's turning to run, I'll just take my rapier and just straight through the center mass, like right through his, like through his chest, and like as it goes all the way through, I'll just kind of like lift him up, and then look up at Zakkid and say, "I think it's well done. Would you like a bite?"
Well done, Napa.
As you feel him go limp on the end of your sword there. And he is cooked, stabbed, and dead. That will bring us top of the round. Ragnus.
Great. I think I'm just gonna take another swing at this guy. Great. Is it this guy alive, right? This dude.
Both these two are alive.
They're both
there's
alive.
There's a dead corpse
alive.
There's a dead corpse underneath him.
Okay.
Underneath the guy to the top.
I'm gonna take a swing at the pack leader there.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Having just endured a
Boom.
shot there. Yeah,
Nice.
returning fire right away. That's definitely going to hit. Go ahead and roll damage there. Add a +1. So doing 11 slashing damage to the pack lord there as you come down with a Grolok's axe, slashing through the front of the chest of this great beast.
All right, now I'm just gonna take it back for another swing at him while I got him in the pinch here.
Absolutely. $14. Oh, 14 just missing, just by a hair. You actually clip a few of the whiskers on the front of his chin there,
We
but
still get
just not
+1.
enough to make contact to do any damage. Oh, he does get +1. And with that extra magical, thank you for the reminder there, sir. And with that extra magical, you're able to just take a step forward, and actually you do connect with the axe.
Oh fuck yeah!
Go ahead and roll damage.
Good call.
Nice.
Good thing Jess is back.
Yeah, good thing his Discord's working. And that's going to do another 12 damage as you hit him on the chin again, digging into his jaw, doing a savage damage to this thing. He's got some fight left in him, but he took a couple heavy blows there.
And then just like as a bonus, like you're just gonna see Ragnus like taking these deep breaths, and you're gonna see kind of like some vitality come back to him. He's gonna use second wind.
Nice. All right. Go ahead and roll that d10. Nice. 13 healing. Very nice.
Great, and that'll be the turn.
Very good. Very good.
Yes.
Zakkid, you're up.
Zakkid is going to fly beside his new companion. Oh, that's the word. Fly beside his new companion Ragnus. What was that actually? He's actually gonna go behind this knoll.
Okay.
Just kind of like sandwich in between himself and Ragnus, and then in one of the in the what's this in front of me? Just the regular knoll. He's gonna cast Dissonant Whispers. And
Regular
he
no,
just
regular no.
regular knoll. Um, and he's just gonna kind of put his hand around his mouth, and he's just gonna say, "Boo."
And hearing that, let's have him make his save here. So he saves there.
Was it half?
So half. Yeah, it's half. And he doesn't have to move away.
Right.
Okay. Cool. So 7 damage. Even with that, Zakkid, as you whisper that into his head, the psychic pain gritting, grinding his teeth. You see blood start to pour out his ears as it's too much. And he takes a knee, falling
Nice.
dead.
Finish him.
And so after that, he's gonna like reach down with the same hand, pull out his pan flute or his bird pipes, and just kind of play a small tune, give bardic inspiration to Ragnus.
Okay. So Ragnus, you can add 1 bardic inspiration die there to a check, a roll, or a throw.
Beautiful. So I get a D8 there.
Sir.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. And I will. Yeah, I'll stay there and end my turn.
Brings us to the tiefling known as Zarxius.
I think with my 30, I can get. Yep, sweet.
Yeah, you can get there.
No, not on that. So I'm gonna run up here between them two, betwixt,
Nice.
and I will again reach out and grab this knoll and cast Shocking Grasp.
Go ahead, and this guy definitely has a chain shirt on. So
Also,
you can
advantage.
Go ahead and roll for advantage with this.
Damn it! I cannot hit with Shocking Grasp.
Yeah, just not doing it for you, unfortunately. As he's still got some fight in him. Yeah, he's able to like swat your hand away before you're able to make the attack.
Can Zakkid make a quip?
Please.
So Zakkid will just say, "They make a potion for that."
So Zarxius will look at this knoll and just say, that's all right. I'll get you next time. And I'll pass his turn.
right, that will bring us to the Knoll Pack Lord.
Just surrounded.
Yeah, he's not liking the looks of his surroundings here, so he is going to attempt to flee. That's 4 attacks of opportunity.
Yep.
Fuck.
Ragnus, unfortunately, your axe blow misses. Zakkid not quite able to connect with the rope dart. Oh, nice. Yeah, so Zarxius, your rapier does hit there. So go ahead and roll damage. Oh, doing 15 piercing. And Rok. Oh, nice. You get to see Rok melee weapon action. Unfortunately, your quarterstaff does not connect.
Yeah.
But Zarxius doing a powerful 15 damage to the Pack Lord. And he is bleeding heavily, but he is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He is just off the main path as he attempts to flee. I'll bring us to you, Rok.
So Rok's just going to turn that after missing with his staff. He turns it back to the Pack Lord and casts a firebolt in his direction.
Right on. Go ahead and make a spell attack. Fortunately, that firebolt is going to fly wide of the Pack Lord, who's kind of running on all fours as like a beast, and he's kind of able to dodge that firebolt as it goes past him.
That's it. Done for me. Not going to chase him down.
Alrighty. Back to the top of the round, Ragnus.
So I'm gonna move about 20 feet, and then I'm going to try and huck a hand axe at this guy.
Nice.
Yeah.
As Ragnus is running, you just see him pull out of his belt and bring it to like a Viking to the ready, this throwing axe. Go ahead and make an attack. Oh yeah, 27 hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Ragnus, how do you want to do this?
Just have it spin and just hit him right in between the shoulder blades as I'm like.
Just. And as the gnoll falls to his knees dead, congratulations, you have all survived combat.
Nice. All right, and Ragnus is just gonna walk up and collect his axe, just pull it out between the shoulder blades, and also, I told you I was gonna take that fuck.
In for items.
100%. Yeah. What were you looking for?
It's just a little JPEG of a really crudely put together rope dart. I wanted to put on my rope dart.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, I'll make that. Make a note of that. Rope dart pick, and I will. Yeah, you'll have that for next session. All right. So yeah, as you guys kind of survey the field of the battle there, Ragnus, yeah, you go over to the knoll there that you had thrown the hand axe in, recovering it, and true to your word, you pick up the glaive, a gnollish glaive, which you add to your inventory. I'm pulling that in there now for you.
I'm just gonna cast it. I want to test. Okay, here, sweet. So you gave me the item before the spell. I think that's where it looked like you didn't put anything in there. So I'm gonna get rid. Do you want to get rid of the spell? And I can just because I can change the quantity with this.
Oh, sick. Yeah, man. That would be better. Much better.
So I just got rid of scroll and put wand of instead.
All right, we took that out of your spellbook.
Beautiful.
Perfect. Nice, man. Cool. A little creativity there.
Yeah, because that way I can like keep track of the charges and not have to like hunt down a spell. So
Yeah, absolutely.
beauty. Thanks.
It saves me from having to, grab that as well. All right. So you're able to pick up that glaive off the fallen Knoll Pack Lord there, Ragnus. Put that into your inventory. It's a very crude looking, brutal looking, not very well balanced, but still a bladed pole weapon, and in the right hands it can do damage.
Can I also see what else this guy's got on him?
Yeah, roll a investigation check. No more advantage, Mr. Pallet Elf.
No more. You're gone.
All
16, not bad. 16.
right. So on this knoll, this seems to be a very wild creature. Some things that seem to be important to knoll society. There's a bag of teeth. There's some other just brutal trophies of ears and other just random appendages that seem to be something that means something to this creature. But you do manage to find 200 silver pieces. Amidst the other detritus in this Knoll's possession.
I will just shift through the organs and ears and just take the coin.
Did my
Very good.
token get deleted?
I don't know why it's not on there. Throw you back in there, Zakkid.
Weird.
It's just like I'm out.
Yeah, Zakkid flies away.
Yeah.
So I'll loot this other one just to see if he's got like any coinage or anything on him, just since he was more than just your average elf or average knoll.
For sure. Yeah, go ahead and roll a investigation check there, Zarxius.
The old +1.
+1. Again, just you're half disgusted and half interested in seeing what these creatures seem to value. These brutal trophies of their kills. Of this guy was apparently a higher rank, or not entirely sure, but he does have a symbol of Yinogu on him, of the demon lord that the Knolls worship, and right by that is a coin. It's what you recognize as a coin sack, and inside you find 110 gold pieces.
Okay. So I will pocket both of those things.
Okay. I will make sure I get a symbol of Yinogu. Yes. I'll get that into your inventory for next game there, Zarxius.
All right. You said 110 gold?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll add that.
Perfect.
I guess for good measure, we haven't searched just the regular no.
Regular no. No, we have not yet searched.
All right. Zakkid will search the regular no.
This one, Zakkid, is there's nothing really of value on him, apart from some ragged hides. The ragged hides that he's wearing, and his simple weapons that he was carrying there. He was carrying a longbow, a normal longbow, a shield that had a bit of hide stretched over it, and again one of these Knoll's crude spears. But aside from that, and his ragged clothing that he's wearing, not much of value.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Shall we
Okay.
continue?
A minor
shall.
mission.
Just a warm up is all.
So yeah, head back to the trail.
Back to the dusty trail. Sounds good.
Actually, before we go, can I could just roll on here. Can I look for any signs of the lost Dragonborn?
Oh yeah, I forgot all about that.
Interesting. Yeah, make an investigation check, Zakkid.
Forgot all about that
Hopefully
guy.
better than my last one.
Hey,
Nice.
Interestingly enough, as you're spending more time in the woods, Zakkid, and you're finding yourself more and more proficient at gathering herbs and other useful plant life for either cooking or what other purposes, you notice a few bushes of a plant nearby that would appear to be normally contain that certain red berry that is required for certain healing potions. However, all these bushes in the area have been pretty well picked through. Judging from the packed down snow around this area, you're able to ascertain that they were probably harvested by someone recently before that person continued on their way.
So Zakkid's gonna turn to the party and he says, when I visited the shrine of the Platinum Dragon, they told me of a lost Dragonborn. They did say he might be foraging to the north. Should we follow this trail, or should we continue on?
Think it's of value.
I think saving for what I know to be a good man, if we can keep him out of danger, and perhaps make some friends, it might be worth it. Zakkid also forgets exactly what he was offered for this quest.
Slipping your mind, but eventually it does come back to you that the keeper of the temple, the elf named Odwin, had offered. He's saying, we're but a simple temple, and we can't offer extravagant rewards, but he would try to provide you with some form of monetary compensation in the form of 20 platinum pieces.
And so he'll look to Zarxius and say, and a bit of coin.
Zarxius will kind of like smirk at him again and say, I'm never opposed to that. Nah. I mean, he's a Dragonborn, so he can't be totally worthless. So, maybe we can convince him to go kill some spiders with us.
Oh, good call.
Perfect talking there.
Yeah, right?
I guess.
Well, then let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess Zakkid will kind of take off 30 feet, so he'll start scouting, knowing something might lead him somewhere.
Absolutely. I'm going to say, Zakkid, because you kind of took the initiative here and the group all kind of gathered around you, got rallied around your cause here. I'm going to have the whole group make a survival check to see how well you can track these prints.
Good call. Okay. Not well.
Would I do it with advantage for this? Or just normal?
You are a wanderer class, or an outlander. Do you get so you have proficiency in survival?
Mm-hmm.
Do you get advantage or anything like that?
Well, I'm not too sure.
You have excellent blah 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 blah. Yeah, so I don't think you get advantage, but you do have the proficiency, so you should get a pretty good roll here, hopefully.
See.
Oh yes.
There we go.
So while the rest of you kind of almost struggle, but Zarxius, you're able to follow the path for a good distance, but then you kind of start to lose it in the snow. But Ragnus, you're right on it. You're like smelling the ground. You're like using like animal instincts to follow where, and you're able to actually keep kind of pointing along in throughout the forest here. Oh look, this over here, this was foraged, and like, oh look here, there's a bit of bark missing off this tree. And you're able to take the group. You guys may follow for about an hour deeper into the woods. You come across a spot where, again, it seems to be a plant that was being looked at, foraged, items picked off of it, and you see coming to this one spot 4 separate sets of footsteps that seem to kind of converge on this area. Beyond that, you see some trampled down snow and a kind of more uniform, more packed down set of prints, which lead back almost in the direction of the main path.
So everybody's like with me at this point?
Yeah, they're all following your lead here as you're kind of pointing all this out. Actually, sorry, correction. It's not back to the main path. It actually leads to the east, back to the northeast, deeper into the forest. And you've made the connection that it is likely in the direction of Webspinner's Chasm.
Did you?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Ragnus looks over to Zakkid. Any ideas? I think we should push forward and continue on into the forest.
So quick clarification question. Did you say there was some plant life here, some red berries?
Yep, these plants that seem to be looted. I'm going to pull up. Shit.
Like, so they're all gone, like they've all been harvested?
Yeah, there's more you can grab. He hasn't completely stripped every plant, which, as you know, as an herbalist, is something respectful to do. You never try to take everything. So some has been left behind and can be taken.
So, because he rolled terrible survival to actually follow the tracks, Zakkid is gonna have lost attention, and he's gonna be foraging these berries using his herbalism kit in whatever form that.
Absolutely. So, Zakkid, you having studied your cookbook, you now actually have a name for these berries, and they are called cloudberry. Ragnus is the one who says that because I had him selected apparently. Ragnus also echoes the sentiment.
Very good, very tasty. A little bitter at the end.
Nice.
Yeah, so Zakkid will just take a handful or whatever amount.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. You spent some time going and do that.
Like lost in his own world.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. Well, knowing that like Zakkid's not really paying attention, Ragnus is just going to turn back and keep heading to the direction he believes is the correct way. Just kind of grunts. Fine.
All right. So all of you set off in that direction then. I'm gonna have the group make a group perception check, please. See how much we have our wits about us as we traverse the forest. Okay. Sort of paying attention. Yeah. So Ragnus, you continue to lead the group through what appear to be these packed down you lose the trail at certain times, but you're able to pick it back up without too much trouble. And as the day kind of wears on, it kind of gets on 4 o'clock. It's starting to get a little that late afternoon. The sun's still in the sky, but starting to dip towards the western horizon of the trees, taking on a bit of a noticeable chill. And yeah, I mean, it's still it's been a quiet travel so far. Haven't seen anything else beyond those knolls that you saw. Yeah, do you guys continue on?
How long have we been traveling at this point? Like
you have been traveling. So you left Bysaes Tyl at noon. So you've been traveling for 4 hours now.
All right.
Yeah. So you guys have gone about. You guys are about a quarter of the way to Webspinner's cabin.
Shall we press on or make camp?
I think we should press on.
Definitely still time.
Okay.
Yeah,
so you guys
could just be keeping an eye out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ragnus will keep on the little tracks he's picking up here and there.
Okay. So you guys forge on for another we'll say do you guys want to keep like a full day of travel? You'll end up at 8 o'clock or so. Make camp in the darkness.
Yeah, how about 7?
Okay. So it's 7 o'clock. The sun has been hidden for a while now. So we'll say 6, and then into 7. Like you guys are still able to, kind of keep your wits about you, and but yeah, you guys find a good spot for to break and make camp for the night.
So Zakkid with his new cookbook will kind of just try to rustle up something with some rations. I got that iron pot, so I'll just kind of put that over the stove, and just for flavor, I'll use the tea kettle to kind of make like a herbally broth and start cooking the rations in it.
Okay.
So how many rations would that be to kind of feed us?
It's a good question, Zakkid. We'll say, okay, so sorry, remind me again.
I think it was half a ration per person.
Right. So you need, so the rule in the player's handbook is you need 1 pound of food per day, minimum. Each ration is 2 pounds. So technically a half of a ration portion would be sufficient for the day.
Okay, per person?
Per person.
Okay, so I'm going to lose 2 rations.
And cook for the whole group?
Make for the group.
Perfect.
I got some salt. Put some salt in there.
Okay.
I'll knock down my 1 salt.
Your salt, and what else were you using to cook here? The berries, or what were you using? Sorry.
Ration.
And
I was going to use the magic kettle as like a...
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Awesome. So we'll say with that incredible... that was a perception check from Zakkid.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to roll that.
Oh shit! Of course you roll a nat 20. I thought you were doing a
I'm
cooking
looking
check.
intensely at this, calculating the heat.
That's so funny. I thought you were doing like a cooking check or something. I was like, damn, you made some tasty food, and I was willing to let everybody roll some temporary hit points from that.
Well, if there is a roll, I can roll for that and try.
Yeah, go for it. Let's see what your cooking does so far.
What kind of roll?
You're not a chef yet. Make a survival roll, please, Zakkid.
All right, come on. That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh,
nice. You hit it.
Same count. But...
Perfect. All right, go ahead and roll for some temporary hit points there for everybody. Zakkid, roll a 1d6. as you guys enjoy this delicious meal.
Cloth on the side of the screen.
I'm a fresh new chef. It tastes great, but
It tastes absolutely amazing, and it's in your bellies now, and it gives you 1 point of fortification to each of you.
So, realizing it wasn't his best meal, I guess starting at 7, Zakkid is going to sit down and read his book until 10 p.m., which gives me the 8-hour time window.
Rok is going to read as well
after that.
Okay, perfect. So both of you so you said till 10? Both of you?
Yeah, for me.
Okay, and that will still get you your
3
1.
hours.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So Zarxius will go ahead and go to sleep so that he can get up and keep watch whenever they're,
Oh, good call.
while they're sleeping.
Okay. Nice, good call. So Zarxius is snoozing there, so he can take the late watch. Ragnus, I'm guessing you're taking first watch then, with these two guys reading and Zarxius snoozing.
Yeah. Well, they're still. Can I take the time they're reading to actually go for a hunt? See if there's any game in the area.
A little nighttime hunt, yeah, absolutely, man. Go for it. Make a survival check, Ragnus.
That's awesome. Ooh.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, but
Ragnus, you're able to track a fine looking elk.
Dragonborn. Oh.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you've killed him before you notice.
Yeah. You were not fully sure of what you were shooting at.
You find one of the finest looking elks you've seen in some time. Absolutely 10-point buck, huge rack on it, and you're able to take this thing down with some expert hunting. Just a beautiful, huge beast. And as you haul this thing into camp, the two are still awake there, just kind of looking credulously at you as you single-handedly, just over the shoulder, this massive fucking deer or elk, I guess, and you begin butchering it there in the camp. Wow, 23, well done. And I'm gonna say,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, man. I'm gonna say, so how much time do you want to spend dressing this thing?
I just want to get the good tenders off of it, but as much of the good shit, and then the rest can be cast aside.
Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna add I'll add a couple trophies to your inventory there for next round, like the antlers, which are really impressive on this thing, and maybe like a hoof or two. But yeah, you're able to get a good as much meat as you really want off this thing, man. Up to, I'd say you can probably get up to about 25 pounds of meat, however much you're willing to sacrifice your inventory and carry, but as much meat as you can really get off this thing.
Now, do I know how long that sustains in an inventory?
We'll say that you can, with your survival skills and everything, you have several ways of preserving meat, making it last a little longer. Either through smoking it over the fire, or you could borrow some of Zakkid's salt and salt the meat, and that will extend the life of it. But I'd say you could, with any of these techniques, you'd probably have a good week. And if you fully, preserve it and like do a kind of a jerky or a smoked meat thing, it can, last much longer.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll smoke it a little bit, dry it out, and try to over time make like jerky out of it.
Okay, awesome. Work away at that. Okay, yeah. Right on. Just let me know how many pounds of that you want to add to your inventory, and we'll get that in there.
We'll take 15 pounds of jerky, bud.
15 pounds, perfect. So that will make up to 15 rations. So providing for the group well tonight is Ragnus.
Ooh.
It's funny, I saw a meme about expiry dates in D&D. They're like, I use my potion of healing, and they're just like, oh, when did it expire? It expired 1 month ago.
Oh my god, that's so funny. That's so funny because that reminds me too of season 2 of Critical Role on Mighty Nine when I forget who, like, one of the spells require what spell requires tarts, butter tarts. It's a rogue spell. It's like, or like, well, I remember Shroud had it. I forget what spell it is. Oh man, it's like it's a wizard spell, but I don't know, something requires butter tarts as the material component. And yeah, I just remember that
she
was a
carried
thing.
around like the rotten butter tarts for a
Rotten
while.
butter tarts. Yeah, keeps pulling out rotten. She gave it as a gift at one point to someone too. Yeah, that's so funny. Nice touch of realism.
Yep.
Oh man. All right. So yeah, as campfire crackles on into the night, getting about the 10 o'clock hour there. Yeah, Zakkid, Rok, you've put in 3 hours more of study on your books. You guys wish to bed down for the night, or?
Yes, please.
Okay, cool. And
I guess I'll wake up Zarxius.
Okay.
I'll be like over top of him with my like beak really close to his face.
Zarxius is like, whoa, what the fuck? Bird, you gotta stop doing that, man.
right on.
And so Zarxius will kind of like dust himself off and, walk over to the tree, take a piss, all that stuff.
Nice.
And then, and then I'm good to go if you guys want to get some shut eye.
Zakkid will let him fall asleep.
Yeah, Ragnus will do the same. Just pack up, call it a night.
All right. Yeah, Zarxius, go ahead and make a perception check just for your watch through the night there.
Yes, sir. I don't see shit.
Yeah. It's, again, just
I actually went back to sleep.
Yeah. Just nodded back off for a bit. And yeah, you might have snuck an hour or two of shut eye in there, but yeah, it was a very quiet night, and you're able to get away with it without too much trouble. And as morning light begins to dawn on the party, campfire's still crackling, but yeah, it comes to about the 8 o'clock hour. You all start to feel refreshed after a long rest.
Nice.
It's a new day in WIldemount.
Zakkid will clean up all of his gear that he used the night before.
I'll leave behind the deer carcass or the elk carcass. Toss it aside. We don't need this.
Yeah, leave behind something for the wolves. All right. So you guys carry on.
Yep. So?
All right. All right. So you've all made it about halfway to Webspinner's Chasm. And again, Ragnus, you're sure that these footprints that at one time converged in that area, that they seem to be, you're confident that they're heading in that direction as well. So
Right.
as you guys make out for another day of travel, Zarxius again taking the lead. I will have Zarxius make a perception check as your groups look out. A very nice 18. Let's see what you guys get today. Oh, okay. All right, so Zarxius, keeping an ear out, and knowing you're kind of drawing closer to your goal. You're keeping an ear very close to the, keeping a real eye on things. It's quiet though. It is quiet in the woods today. There's a slight drizzle of snow, but beyond the birds and the odd woodland critter scuttling through a tree here and there, the woods are quiet, and you guys are able to make great progress all day. Is there anything you guys would like to accomplish during your walk today? Because it's doesn't seem to be much going on.
Zakkid uncharacteristically today will just be walking kind of somewhere in the middle of the pack, paying almost no attention, but reading his book as he walks.
Okay. All right.
Zarxius is just looking for anybody else, Dragonborn, anything he sees, whatever.
Absolutely. Zarxius, make a survival check to see where you're at on the trail of this thing. All right, you seem to have kind of lost it here and there, but anybody else wants to make a survival check to see if they
I would say Ragnus was the one that was tracking.
Right, Ragnus. Yeah, well, yeah. So you guys are kind of just heading now generally in the direction of Webspinner's cabin, not like trying to follow any tracks or anything like that. But if you do specifically want to look for these signs of past inhabitation, yeah, anybody else can also make a survival check.
All right. I'll go again too.
Okay, yeah.
See if I can get
for sure. And it's a little harder today, Ragnus, because some snow has fallen and covered some of the past tracks. But you're still able to find a sign here and there of what appears to be a single file line of footprints, whereas before they'd all kind of converge on, and it was just a single set of footprints that was out foraging. Now it just seems to be just a single line of people walking.
All right. I'll continue to investigate. On me.
Okay. Rok, are you also reading along with Zakkid on this ride, or are you keeping an eye out? Please Discord and go out.
Yeah. Must have.
Okay.
Rok is keep an eye out, I think.
You know what I'm probably gonna add.
Oh.
Nice. Okay. Right on. Keeps an eye out. Well, Zakkid kind of absentmindedly reads his book, but it all works out because as the sun starts to kind of close in on another long day of travel, you get to about the evening hour, about 6 o'clock, and you guys come across let me get you in here. All right, so we're gonna add some tokens. Tokens. So you guys are all at the bottom of the map here. Emerging.
Well, I think we made it.
And as the snow kind of drizzles down, you notice you enter an area of the forest where there's almost a kind of a dark, foreboding feeling starts to take hold over you. You notice that there's a mist now kind of making its way through the trees, kind of hanging heavily in this area, and just a deep feeling of foreboding as you approach this area here. moving ahead, you see that the trees. The trees up ahead seem to be covered in a silky, webby substance. The unmistakable sign of spiders.
Creepy crawlies.
Indeed.
So have we noticed some webs already? Or I guess
From where you're at there, you're just looking ahead through the trees there, and you start to kind of get the sense that like some of those trees up there are maybe covered with some webs.
So Zakkid's gonna put his book away. Noticing these webs on the ground, he's gonna fly about 25 feet, just to kind of scout the area and see if he can see any spiders from the air.
Mm-hmm. Make a perception check, Zakkid. All right. You do see something from the sky, but it is not spiders. To the north of where your group currently stands, you see three figures. Okay. You see three figures wandering the woods. And they appear to be humanoid in form. And as you focus in, you see the unmistakable sign of the pale skin, the long hair, and you determine that there is a group of elves making their way south towards you.
So Zakkid will just go and look down at the group and kind of point towards the northern part of this area.
So we wouldn't be able to actually see them though. Although Zakkid is gesturing, like we wouldn't be able to tell who or what it is.
You're probably now just starting to hear, like, as light as they are, you start to kind of hear the slight, there's some kind of cricking or cracking of branches coming towards you from the south there.
Okay.
So
from the north, rather.
As we hear them
post up by this tree over here, right behind.
As we hear them coming, can I try to hide?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, make a stealth check, Zarxius.
It's gonna be a single gnome standing out here.
Okay.
I just fall down.
To the best of your ability, you are hidden. To the best of your knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look over Rock and say, I'm pretty sure they can't see me if I stay here.
Your like ass is sticking out of the bush.
Yeah.
So the three elves kind of start to make their way forward. The one of the front kind of holds his hand up. He sees you up in the sky, Zakkid. He sees Ragnus, you behind the tree. And he calls out to you all in elvish. Ho there, friend or foe?
What did he just say?
Yeah, I don't know.
I believe I don't even know. So Zakkid is just going to put his hand
You don't speak
and
Elvish,
his shoulders up. I don't.
Oh, you don't? Oh, okay.
Oh, never
Dang,
mind.
you don't have an elf in your party anymore.
Yep.
Rok does speak Elvish.
Rock knows Elvish.
Rok speaks Elvish. Okay. Rok, you're the only one who understood what was said there.
So he shouts out, We're friends. He's here to take care of some spiders.
The elf in the front there hears you say that, looks back to the other two, and kind of lowers his hand a bit. The other one kind of had his crossbow a little bit raised. The other one in behind has a staff, and he seems to be a woodsy. Well, you would guess a spellcaster from the staff and whatnot, but lowers his guard a bit. The man in front takes another step forward, and he addresses you in common this time. He says, come to take care of spiders, are you? Yes, this area is known for its corruption.
Zakkid's just going to descend down beside his companions. And, I guess he'll start to walk towards the group, like slowly, not threateningly, and just say, we've come here, but we've also come in search of a Dragonborn. Have you happened to seen him?
Dragonborn, you say? No, I've not seen anyone matching that description. Me and my hunting party have been out in these woods for some days. Normally we avoid this area, but well, here we are.
So, can I tell like where these elves are from? Like, are they from Bysaes Tyl?
Make an insight check. Won't be a very high DC on this one. Yeah. Despite not really able to get a good read on these guys, you're able to see clearly that these men are not from Bysaes Tyl. These are nomadic elves from the woods. Beyond that, though, tough to say.
Well, seeing a little unsure, and the only other time he's run into elves in the forest, they were of the clan Ulari. So he's going to pull out the symbol that he picked up off of Theron's body. Not really understanding Elvish, I guess, and I was never taught how to say the phrase. But I'll just so I guess I'll just flash it without saying the phrase.
You're not going to say the phrase? Okay. You would have overheard Dethandril when he did give that to your party. He did, tell you all in general, but he did give it to Theron in particular.
Okay. Well, not speaking Elvish, he'll fumble through saying the phrase, not saying it quite right, but showing effort. And just say, perhaps you can lend us a hand in our search, or any advice of this area.
The druid in the back kind of chuckles as you say this, and the elf in the front kind of says, "Why, your elvish is nearly as bad as my common friend."
Zakkid will bow proudly.
With curtsy.
Yeah.
Such a symbol is not given freely. This must have been gifted to you by our leader, Dethandril. If so, I am impressed that you made such an impression on him. And I am honored to make your acquaintance. Yes, any information we can provide, we are happy to.
So you say you have not seen the Dragonborn. Have you seen an unusual number of spiders coming out this way?
Yes. Spiders have always been known to frequent this area. And then he nods over towards this gaping chasm in the ground over here, nods towards it and says, "That is the source of their foul corruption. It is not only spiders who come out of here, however. A clan of dark elves has made their home within. Occasionally they spill to the surface under the cover of darkness. The evening hour is upon us. You would be wise to be on your guard.
Well, I thank you for your advice. And he'll kind of like look back at his party and just kind of query, well, should we go in during the night when they seem to be on high alert, or should we have a look during the day?
I was thinking, since night is already approaching, we all hide and wait and we'll ambush them when they come out.
Zakkid kind of deviously in his eye also is going to kind of like pull out an unlit torch and just say, I wonder how many we can take out if we just burn their webs.
Can I see if I can find any tracks near the entrance that are consistent with the ones we've been following so far?
Yeah, make a survival check, Ragnus. It's not
Typically,
going to be too
like,
high. Not going to be too high a DC here.
all right, and just like especially like wander like a little bit over here too, just like by the closer to the entrance. All right.
Indeed, the tracks seem to follow exactly as your intuition says they might. Along that path, heading directly into the entrance of the cave.
Turning towards Zakkid, I'll be like, maybe burning is not our best option.
Zakkid will disappointingly put his torch back in his pack and just say, "You're probably right."
Yeah, just looking over at everybody else. What do you think about a possible trap?
Rok
I mean, it's
speaks up.
not a bad idea.
Rok agrees.
Okay, so just like walking towards the elves now, just be like, any of you up for a little game of hide and seek?
The warrior in the front just shakes his head. He's like, "No, my friend, we are but simple hunters. We have to provide for our clan in more meaningful ways. We'll leave the adventuring to the adventurers."
That's disappointing. I thought you were hunters, not cowards.
Pragmatic is what we are.
No wonder elves live such a long life.
You get a chuckle out of him for that one.
And then I'll just turn back to the group. Start planning this.
All right, the elf in the front there is gonna. Well, we have provided what information we can. We must continue on our way if we are to make it back to our camp before darkness. I wish you all the best of luck.
We thank you. Safe travels.
And they are going to continue on past you and the direction that you guys all came there, and disappear into the forest.
Ooh.
Okay, the four of you are now left alone in front of the entrance of Webspinner's Chasm.
Ooh, okay. So how should we go about trapping this?
Zakkid is just gonna kind of sit in a tree. Let's see. Yeah, basically, he'll go into the top of this tree. And he's just gonna perch there, kind of meditate, and he's just gonna ready a spell.
And Zarxius will kind of come over towards the chasm, over in this bunch over here, and just hide. Try to just get to where they can't, where he can see there, but they won't see him when they come out, type thing.
Okay, so as a distraction plan, Ragnus is gonna go over to this tree here, and he's gonna put his old chainmail like kind of down, propped up against the base of the tree, and put like 4 little pieces of jerky inside of it to create a scent.
Okay, cool.
And I'm gonna position behind the cave over here, and hopefully they'll go this way.
Okay.
Come over behind us.
Ragnar setting up some bait. And Rok, do you have any orders for character?
So Rock's just gonna hide in the trees over here by Zarxius. Staff ready.
Okay. Perfect. All right. As you guys silence yourselves and wait for whatever may come from this chasm here. 10 minutes go by, another 10, half an hour, down to 7 o'clock. Still nothing. You decide to wait another hour. Hour goes by. Night air becomes cooler. Darkness fully descended upon the forest now. Still nothing. Another maybe half hour goes by. And Ragnus, you being right by the chasm, you start to hear a sound. It's very quiet, but you do hear the slight shifting of rocks, of pebbles being moved. And you see up at the top end of the chasm a long, slender leg put its way out, followed by another, followed by 2 more. And you watch as a giant Joro spider makes its way out of the chasm.
So
now, Zakkid, I know you said you had a spell ready, so is that your intention to?
So I'm just gonna. He's gonna be sitting on top of the tree, or on top of the tree. He's gonna pull out his water skin and drop a drop of water onto his hand, and it's just gonna form a knife. It's gonna like freeze instantaneously into a knife.
Okay, awesome.
Cast Ice Knife.
Perfect. All right. That is armor class 14. Unfortunately, that just saves. Or just hit. Oh no, that hits. Yeah, 14 hits, right? Ties to hits.
Yeah, for hits.
Yeah, for sure.
Attacks.
Ties it hits. Yeah. So you hit. Absolutely. So he has to make a dex save as well. And he does save, but he is going to be taking 8 piercing damage still. So our friend Mr. Spider here, as you launch that off and away, Zakkid, the ice exploding around this horrific, creepy-looking spider. Hit with the ice, taking hard damage, actually almost severs one of the legs of it. Looks around desperately in your location. And, yeah, we're in initiative, boys.
I guess with action.
So please go ahead and roll initiative. Yeah.
I wanna shoot.
All right. A little bit of combat here as we have Mr. Spider coming out, and he is now angry. Zarxius, you are top of the round. You are first up, my friend.
So Zarxius, yeah, let me think here what I want to do. I guess I'll just go ahead and I'll just load a bolt, let it fly with my heavy crossbow. See if I can pin this thing to a tree.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll for attack. Oh yeah, 21 definitely gonna hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
So do I get the sneak attack because he doesn't know I'm here?
You were not in stealth, I think, right? I guess we should have had you make a roll a stealth roll. Yeah. Okay, you know what? Roll a stealth roll. Let's see if he saw you. Because this is pre-combat. Because he's focused on Zakkid. Zakkid's where the damage came from.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Right. Yeah,
he would have
absolutely.
been looking at him. So
yeah, I will let you roll a stealth roll right now. We're going to see if this stacks up against his passive perception. Oh, fuck yeah. You are hidden, my friend. Go ahead and add some sneak attack to this damage.
Nice.
It always helps.
15 as that bolt right through the fleshy part of its abdomen. It's like wedges deep into this spider as it just makes that horrible hissing noise again. And man, it is not looking good. It is staggering around, almost falling back into the chasm with that hit.
So I'm just gonna kind of recoil back a little bit, just try to stay hidden, maybe hoping he doesn't see where it came from, and pass my turn.
Alrighty, that brings us to you, Ragnus.
Okay, so I'm still tucked a little bit behind the chasm edge, right? He can't see me.
Roll a stealth roll. We'll do it for you too, my friend.
Okay.
No idea you're there.
All right. Well, because he kind of fell back in, I'm actually going to hold off. I'm not going to move because I want to see if he'll bite a little bit more because everybody's still pretty hidden and Zakkid's up in the air.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think I'm just going to let him see what he's going to do.
Okay. Are you going to hold attack or anything like that?
Yeah, I'm going to hold attack.
Okay. So if he gets within range, you'll throw a lash out with a melee attack there, but otherwise you are just standing your ground.
All right. Perfect.
Okay. So that brings us to the Joro spider. And as he recovers from that horrific bolt that he took, he does indeed take 2 steps backwards and sinks himself back down into the hole. And unfortunately, out of eyesight for you all now, but we will let you guys still take your turn here, Zakkid.
So Zakkid is going to fly up 25 feet. And then move directly over top of the cave and look downwards.
Okay. Pitch black as you look down into this cavern. Your eyes cannot pierce or penetrate, even with your goggles on. It is just thick from this height, pure darkness.
So Zakkid is going to cast light on this flask of festering cave water. So it's just lit up, and he's just gonna drop it down. See if you can see anything as it falls, and then see.
That's sick.
Where it breaks or explodes.
Okay. All right, bro. Roll for attack.
Oh.
So it's not going to hit the spider, but as it as it shatters in the and as it hits the bottom of the cave there, lights up this fluorescent light. It lights up the inside of the cave there, and you see it's a pit. It's the pit of a cave. It's leading into what would probably be more passageways and everything, but you see this. You do see the spider in there, severely injured, but he was not hit with the flask.
All right.
So we'll make the spider visible. Just simulate that. You guys can see him down there.
How far down did you say it was?
So that was 25 feet. So it'd be a good 50 feet now, because that's probably about a 25 foot drop down this chasm.
Okay, so I guess that's my action. So Zakkid will then kind of look back to his party and cast Bardic Inspiration on Rok.
Awesome.
And
Zakkid's as Zakkid's pipes echo out throughout the night there, Rok, you feel a bit of extra inspiration. What'd you like to do?
So Rok is going to go up to the edge. The spider's down in there, right? Still.
Yeah.
He's just going to try
Yeah, as you look down, you see 25 feet down, you see this light lighting this thing up, and you see this injured, staggering around spider.
Alright, well, Rok's going to get firebolt down there.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for attack there, Rok. Oh yeah, 20's gonna hit. Go ahead, roll damage. Nice. Rok, how do you want to do this?
Just like hits right in the face of the spider and melts the eyes and everything.
Nice. So the spider, you see its like arms pathetically twitching, trying to put the fire out, but its face just melts with the intensity of the heat, and it falls dead at the base of the cavern there. And that will take us out of combat.
I was hoping more would emerge from there.
So the dead spider sits at the bottom of this chasm that Zakkid has lit up now, and you, everyone but Zarxius is now kind of can look down into this this gaping maw into the earth, and yeah, it's you can't see anywhere beyond this initial drop chamber, but there is now a dead spider and a shattered flask, as well as a ball of magical light lighting this area.
Well, knowing that there is at least one spider, and for no, actually, bad idea. Never mind. Zakkid is just gonna like light a torch, or actually, better yet, he is gonna cast light on himself. He's just gonna like touch his like pendant, basically his symbol, and just cast it.
You become a beacon of light yourself there, Zakkid. Yeah, shining, radiant, magical light.
And then just, I guess, look to the others and just say, "Shall we?"
Well, if we want to save the Dragonborn, I feel we have no choice. So it's just a drop right down right now, Ryan, to the bottom.
Yeah, you see that there's footholds, and there's actually a bit of a path that you can kind of see that people or things or something is taken up and down out of this chasm. But yeah, it does involve a little bit of climbing just to get to the bottom of this pit.
Okay, yeah. Start climbing down.
Okay, everybody follows.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you guys, as one foot after another lands bottom of the cavern.
So
Just one
Zakkid is
second.
wearing the goggles of night vision, so he does
Right.
have night vision.
So yeah, I don't know if you can change that on your sheet, but yeah, it is pitch black here. The chasm opening up from the earth is pitch black. As you guys were standing over it up there, it felt like this cool breeze that had like kind of emanating upwards. And now that you're down into you slip through the crack into the pitch darkness here, you find yourselves in this cool, humid room. May or may not be a natural formation. The ground below your feet is cold rock. The ceiling above, beyond the crack that you came in, is very low, only about 7 feet high at its highest points. Ragnus, you find yourself hunching to fit in this rather claustrophobic setting. And the unmistakable sight all around you, around the edges of the walls, of spider webs. And as you guys prepare to step foot and step forward into Webspinner's Chasm, I should say, we will go ahead and end there for the night.
Ooh.
Nice.
All right.
We made it inside.